Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Alhamdulillahi rabbil alameen wa salatu wa salam ala nabil kareem. Amma ba'd. We begin in the name of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, sustained and creator of the heavens and the earth, the one we come from, the one we will return to. He has no partner, he has no one. His last messenger is Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. My dear respected brothers and sisters and elders and youngsters in Islam, inshallah, welcome to the lecture series. The first part of the lecture series before I did lectures in the past, but these are extra series I'm going to be doing. So inshallah we will talk about today how to gain spirituality and how spirituality in connection with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So, we're alhamdulillah able to be blessed. We're able to be blessed in the month of Ramadan. We're able to be blessed in Ramadan or to witness Ramadan. Yet there's so many brothers and sisters and youngsters and elders and people who are not able to witness the month of Ramadan. But understand what I'm trying to say is, how do you get spiritual connections? How do you do it? And what do you do? And how do you do it in steps? Step one, understand the Quran, the meaning of the Quran. Don't just be listening to the Quran. You can listen to the Quran, that's great. But to really connect with the Quran, it's a way to connect to the Quran, and the way is to understand the meaning of the Quran that Allah has put in the book. We often don't even read the Quran out of month of Ramadan. Yet alone, we just put the books in our shelves to have it as a decoration piece, and that is something we shouldn't do, because the level of the Quran, the respect that it should be getting, it's not that it should sit on your shelf and collect dust, because that is something that we're not trying to do. We're not trying to let that book collect dust. And then if you look at it, there's so many scenarios and things that took place, and Allah revealed the Quran. And when Allah revealed the Quran, Allah revealed it on certain issues and certain things that were going on at that time. Meaning, if we were to read the Quran, our problems, our daily issues, the answer to how do we fix those issues are right in the book of Allah. It's in the Quran. Spiritually, we need to connect with the Quran. Number two, we need to spiritually be motivated. We need to clear our mind when we are praying the salah, because you're in front of Allah, you're really praying the salah. Spiritually, you can connect with Allah. There's another way, and not just saying you pray 5 times a day and you just pray 5 times a day. No, your extra salah that you do, that Allah, you connect with Allah in a way you don't think that you're in a place standing, you're not doing. No, you're clear. I'm praying in front of Allah, and I am just nothing to think about, nothing. Spiritually, you can connect with Allah there. Now, moving on, right? And we really, before I get on the third one, right? We always want results. We don't really want to wait for the page. We don't want to be patient. We're very emotional people. We always want to see what's the result. If the result's not happening, we're not happy. And when we're not happy, we do not want to do something, because we're not motivated to get up and do something. As I give you an example, when you have exams, when you have a test, or when you have a project that you're doing, we give it a full attention, full effort. But when it comes to the Deen, we will do half of a job, and then we will expect Allah to give us the results. We want to see the results, but Allah will not give you the results, because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has said that you need to put time, you need to put effort. Without effort, nothing can be done. Even then, Allah will put you through some exams. I call them an exam test, right? Because Allah knows your mindset will change when you go through these trials and tribulations. And Allah knows that you will do your best to go and change yourself, because you have gone through something that will waken you up, that has woken you up so much that you are now unable to really understand and comprehend what Allah is saying. So when I say that, we need to understand the big meaning, we have to understand what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is saying. So spiritually, we need to get close to Allah. I already mentioned 2 things, right? Efforts need to be 100%. Then you can definitely get spiritually connected. Block out everything that's going around you. Block out everything that you're thinking of, because that is something that's going to distract you when you're trying to get spiritually close to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Doing good acts are one of the things that Allah is going to be pleased with. But it matters how you do it, and how do you go through these acts. If you're doing these acts and you are expecting something back in return, meaning you want something in this dunya, Allah will give it to you. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give it to you and will ask you on the day Yawm al-Qiyamah, why have you done this action? What was the solely dire reasoning? Why have you done something good? Because He knows what you did it for. He knows the reasoning, but He wants to hear from you, and you can't lie. In the day of Yawm al-Qiyamah, Allah will ask you, what was your reasoning? Why have you done such a thing? And there you will be ashamed, because you will know what I have done it for and why I have done it. You can never be spiritually close to Allah if you're going to do these kind of acts and just expecting things like a stage, fame. If you're doing it for directly the wrong reason, Allah will never be pleased with you, and Allah will not put barakah in that effort and that work that you're doing, because that will not matter. Because why? We have to understand, when we're trying to spiritually get connected with the Deen, there are certain things that Allah has prescribed for us to be able to do. That is the Quran. Understand the Quran, the meaning of the Quran, so we can spiritually connect with the Quran. Connect with your Salah, meaning you have to close your mind. You have to understand, when I'm praying directly, thoroughly for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. No one else should be my means of me praying, means of me showing the people what I'm doing and what I'm not. So we have to understand, my dear respected brothers and sisters and elders and youngsters in Islam, we have to wake up. We just can't blind ourselves and say that we're praying 5 times a day, and our means of praying is because we're doing it for Allah, but in reality you're just showing to the people, look, I can pray 5 times a day, I can do this level of things, I can do that level of things, and it won't really matter, because on the day of Qiyamah, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will not care about that. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will ask you, did you pray? And Allah knows the meaning of why you did certain things and certain actions. So you were not spiritually connected with Allah. You were just saying, I'm connected with Allah. The actions will show something different, and you will say something different. So understand what we need to do is we need to comprehend that when we're praying Salah, when we're reading the Quran, or when we're doing good actions, like number 3, right? We have to keep that in mind, that Allah is watching us. If we were to do it solely for something bad, Allah will not put barakah in it. It can be you could do 100 good deeds. I've mentioned this before. 100 good deeds will not make it up for one bad deed or 2 bad deeds, or whatever, how many bad deeds you have done. So when I'm talking about bad deeds, meaning your niyat, your attention, you have to understand, our nafs are then worked on until the month of Ramadan comes and shaitan is locked up. So your nafs is so corrupted, it's so blacked, that you cannot even realize what you're doing is wrong. Your nafs will control you to do things when you do not even realize you're doing something bad. And how can you be spiritually connected to the Deen when your heart is already your heart is messed up? Meaning your nafs is messed up, and how can you connect with the Deen? In the month of Ramadan, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is giving us opportunities to connect with the Deen multiple ways. The Quran, the Salahs, extra salah you gotta pray, the good deeds you do, the acts that you do. Knowledge. Number 4, knowledge. Gaining knowledge in the month of Ramadan is very easy. You go to the masjid, you go to the masalla, you go to these events that are happening, and you can gain knowledge, really cool, knowledge that you can apply to your life, knowledge that you can share. You can share with people and let them know about the knowledge that you gain. And spiritually, you can get connected with the Deen like that. But unfortunately, we do not care about these events. When we go to these events, it's a social gathering for us. It's not even to gain knowledge. It's not to please Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. It's how can we go and meet my friend, or how can sisters go meet sisters, brothers go meet brothers. We have to understand this, brothers and sisters and elders and youngsters in Islam. We need to wake up. We're in the month of Ramadan. Allah has blessed us. Allah has blessed us. Allah has blessed us so much to witness Ramadan. There's so many brothers and sisters and youngsters and elders in the community in different parts of the world who have not get the chance to witness Ramadan. And we do not utilize Ramadan. Because month of Ramadan, you can connect with the Deen spiritually, and you also connect with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. But unfortunately, we do not take the opportunity to do those extra ibadats, because we think we're so weak, we're so tired. and we need to understand that concept before we get on to criticizing people. We criticize a lot of brothers and sisters, and we do that because we think that when we help someone out, when we help someone out, when we help someone out specifically, we are allowing our good bad deeds to go away. We think our bad deeds will go away, but unfortunately, our bad deeds will not go away because you're criticizing someone for your for salah, and you're criticizing people who are going through who are going through problems, and you're telling them this, you're telling them that, but in reality, reality in yourself, you're not. Reality in yourself, you're not in that stage because you yourself do not do the things that you're preaching. You can preach 100 things about good, it could be good, but your heart is not there, and you're not doing it yourself, and you're not doing something what you're preaching. Okay, I said what? Understand the Quran, the meaning of the Quran, connect with the Quran spiritually, connect spiritually with your salah, and do extra ibadat. Okay, and then connect. We have to connect. We have to connect with doing good action, good deeds. But intention, niyat, has to be the important part of everything you do from there. Number 5 is to the knowledge. We bring knowledge, and we have to understand all these components. And month of Ramadan, utilize the time. Time is probably the most important part of this thing. If you don't utilize time, then you're just gonna really fly back, and you're not gonna be able to do anything. We have to understand time is an essence. Time is a problem. Time is a thing that we're going through. We really need to wake up. Stop blinding yourself thinking that because month of Ramadan is here, I pray my Taraweeh, I pray my Friday time prayer, I'm reading Quran, Allah's gonna forgive me. Allah will forgive you, but Allah said you have to put the effort in if you want to get close to the Deen, and if you want to get close to me. Don't ever think that I'm not gonna allow you to get close to me, but it requires efforts. If you are gonna want something, you will put 100% effort. If you want a car, you want a game, you want a house, you want a wealth, you want this, etc., etc. Whatever you want, you will put that bar line there. So we have to understand that, brothers and sisters. So I hope whatever I have said is from Allah Subhanahu wa Taala. If I said something wrong, if I have said something wrong, I apologize. If I said something good, it's not me. It's from Allah, Allah Subhanahu wa Taala. So inshallah, I will try to upload as frequently I can on YouTube. This is the first part of the series for lecture series. Inshallah, just subscribe to keep update of what's going on in month of Ramadan. I will try to upload, like, share, and please implement the things I have mentioned in the video, so that way you can change your life, and then you can bring a change in your family, and people can get spiritually motivated by your actions and then change themselves. My name is Ali Sayyed. Jazakumullah khair. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.